Sister wives Janelle Brown spills hard truth about family gatherings. Cody Brown has been alienating himself from his children for a while now, so it should come as no surprise that he is no longer getting invitations to family gatherings. Janelle Brown hosted a graduation party for her and Cody's daughter Savannah. However, Savannah's dad was noticeably absent from the guest list. Janelle Brown is opening up about why her ex-husband was absent from his daughter's graduation party. The Brown celebrates Savannah's high school graduation. Historically, the Brown family has large family parties to celebrate high school graduation. The Browns even have a tradition of choreographing musical dance numbers. Janelle Brown recently hosted her daughter Savannah's graduation party, which was noticeably smaller than her siblings' prior parties. The traditional choreographed dance number was not performed. Savannah was celebrated by many of her siblings and Cristin Brown. However, Cody was blatantly absent from the gathering. In his confessional, Cody Brown admitted that he thought he would be invited to the celebration if he left his fourth wife Robin at home. He quickly discovered that this was not the case. Cody was more focused on his anger of being left out than on congratulating his daughter Savannah. Janelle, Cristin, and the kids had a great time celebrating Savannah without Cody Brown. Cody may have been upset, but it didn't ruin the day for Savannah. Cody's ex-wife Janelle Brown has opened up about why the family excluded him from the gathering. Janelle Brown dropped some truth bombs. Janelle was honest about why her ex-husband was not the family gathering. Cody's lack of invitation has nothing to do with who he brings with him, but rather that he has alienated himself from the majority of his children. Cody has made no effort to heal relationships with his children. They do not want him around at their celebration. Janelle Brown said, "Cody Brown has not been a safe place for his children for a long time, and it is no wonder Janelle and the children did not want him present to celebrate Savannah. However, Cody just does not understand this," he said. Cody Brown is delusional if he thinks that if he leaves Robin at home his kids will accept him. Janelle was adamant that Cody's behavior towards his children was the cause of the rift. Cody's immaturity and lack of accountability keep him from being invited to events for his children. He will need to apologize and heal those relationships before he sees those invitations come in. Janelle Brown sat in her cozy living room, the winter light streaming through the large windows. Her new life had taken a turn for the better, a life filled with independence, clarity, and a sense of freedom she hadn't felt in years. Still, certain subjects had a way of creeping back into her thoughts, bringing a mixture of emotions that she often wrestled with alone. Today, it was the topic of family gatherings. In an exclusive interview, Janelle decided to speak candidly about what family gatherings had become for the Brown family. "It's not easy," she began, her voice steady but tinged with a trace of sadness. "We're not the family we once were, and pretending otherwise is exhausting." She took a deep breath, leaning back into her plush armchair. The interviewer's silence encouraged her to continue. "Back when we were one big family, those gatherings were chaotic but meaningful. The kids running around, the adults catching up over food and laughter, it was messy, but it felt like home. Now it's fractured." Janelle's gaze drifted to the family photos on the mantel, each image a snapshot of a different era. One frame held a picture from their first Christmas in Flagstaff, the smiles bright but already masking cracks in the foundation. Another captured a summer barbecue in Las Vegas, a time when everyone still believed in the vision of plural marriage they had worked so hard to build. "I'll be honest," she said, shifting her focus back to the present. "The gatherings now feel forced. It's like everyone's walking on eggshells, trying not to upset the delicate balance. And let's face it, that balance is pretty much non-existent." She paused, her hands fidgeting with the fringe of her shawl. "It's not just the adults. The kids feel it too. They're old enough to pick up on the tension, and some of them have started choosing sides, whether they mean to or not. It's heartbreaking to watch." She paused, her hands fidgeting with the fringe of her shawl. "It's not just the adults. The kids feel it too. They're old enough to pick up on the tension, and some of them have started choosing sides, whether they mean to or not. It's heartbreaking to watch." The interviewer gently probed for specifics, asking if she could pinpoint when things began to unravel. Janelle sighed deeply, the kind of sigh that carries years of unspoken words. "I think it started in Vegas," she admitted. "The move was supposed to bring us closer, but instead, it highlighted how different we all were. Flagstaff just amplified that." She hesitated, then added, "But the real turning point was Cristin leaving. She was the glue in so many ways. When she decided she'd had enough, it was like a domino effect. Everyone started questioning everything, including me. Cristine's departure had indeed sent shockwaves through the family. Janelle had supported her wholeheartedly, understanding her reasons better than anyone else. Yet, that solidarity came with its own consequences. Cody didn't take it well, she said, her tone heavy. And his reaction made things even harder for the rest of us. There was no room for open dialogue, no room for healing. Just blame and resentment. Janelle's own relationship with Cody had deteriorated significantly since then. What was once a partnership built on mutual respect had become a series of tense conversations and unresolved conflicts. "I've learned to pick my battles," she said with a wry smile. "But when it comes to family gatherings, it's hard not to feel the weight of everything unsaid." She described a recent holiday get-together that perfectly encapsulated the current state of affairs. "It was Thanksgiving," she recalled. "We tried to bring everyone together, but it was clear from the start that it wasn't going to work. Cristin was there with David, and while I was happy for her, Cody couldn't hide his discomfort. Robin was quiet, almost withdrawn, and Mary, well, she's always been on the outside looking in. The meal itself was strained, every conversation a potential minefield. Even the kids were subdued," Janelle said. "Usually, they're the ones who lighten the mood, but this time it felt like they were mirroring us, unsure, hesitant, maybe even a little scared of saying the wrong thing." After dinner, the family attempted to play a board game, a tradition from their early days. "It was a disaster," Janelle said with a rueful laugh. Cody got frustrated, Cristin and David left early, and by the end of the night, everyone was just relieved it was over. Despite the challenges, Janelle remained hopeful. "I'm not getting up on the idea of family," she said firmly. "But I've had to redefine what that means for me. It's not about forcing everyone into one room and pretending everything's fine. It's about finding the moments that matter, even if they're smaller and more scattered than they used to be." She revealed that she'd started hosting smaller, more intimate gatherings with her kids and grandkids. "Those feel real," she said, her eyes lighting up. "There's no pressure to perform, no underlying tension. Just love and connection." As for the larger family, Janelle acknowledged that the road ahead would be difficult. "We've got a lot of healing to do," she admitted. "But I'm willing to put in the work as long as everyone else is. It's going to take time, though, and I'm learning to be okay with that." The interview ended with Janelle reflecting on what she'd learned through it all. "Family isn't about perfection," she said thoughtfully. "It's about showing up, even when it's hard. It's about being honest, even when the truth hurts. And it's about holding on to hope, even when things feel broken." As she walked the interviewer to the door, Janelle's smile was genuine. "We may not be the family we once were," she said, "but that doesn't mean we can't find a new way forward, one step at a time."